They emit a high-pitched ultrasonic tone that only young people can hear. The device, called Mosquito, has been used across the country to deter young people from hanging around in gangs outside shops and near housing estates. But now the Children's Commissioner for England is involved in a campaign to stop them being used, calling them indiscriminate and saying they demonise children. John Sparks has this report, and I should warn you, it begins with the sound of the Mosquito in action.
Can you hear it? It's a high-pitched whistle, and it's supposed to be annoying, very annoying, particularly if you're under 25.
I thought I was going to jump, over the fence or something like that because it's too much. I thought it was going to explode my ear or something like that, I swear. I'm not kidding.
It's like a mosquito. It's like a buzzing sound, buzzing around your ears.
Yes, it's called the Mosquito, and it's designed to be a sort of anti-social teenager repellent. They're being installed outside shops, in parks and public spaces, places where young people are liable to gather. The high-tech device sends out an unpleasant high-frequency noise, about 16 kilohertz. Generally speaking, it's only audible to younger people. Those who are older are much less likely to pick up the sound. And guess what? They're selling like the proverbial hotcake. The makers of the device, Compound, say they've sold 3,500. But a national campaign led by young people and backed by civil rights groups wants these dispersal devices banned.
Well, it's as if they're thinking like children, teenagers, young people are the only cause of antisocial behaviour, and they're targeting them as if, well, if it was an adult that it was only targeting, then everyone will find it terrible, but because it's teenagers, it seems to be all right.
A device which actually deliberately causes pain to young people is I'm afraid, just something that is not appropriate in our society, and it's not something which should be freely marketed and anyone can pick up for a few £100s from their local shop.
The makers of the device say it's perfectly safe. The effect merely unpleasant, they argue. And as you might imagine, there's plenty of support out there for the Mosquito.
Well, where I live, it's really, really bad. You've got kids on the streets lingering outside shops, pestering people to go in for cigarettes, beer. You're basically sort of stealing cars. Hopefully it'll work.
So if you could clear them off with a device like this?
Yeah, it'd be good.
It's an infringement of their human rights to have this high sound blasted at them.
Well, no, because all they do really is walk around the streets causing chaos, so they haven't got no rights really, have they?
Getting the earful they deserve, everyone who hears it also suffers. So is that fair?
Well, before we came on air, I spoke to the Children's Commissioner for England, Sir Aynsley-Green, and asked him why the devices should be banned.
Because I've heard from children all over the country, the vast majority of whom are law-abiding and do not cause problems, how angry they are over the several thousand of these devices that have been installed to indiscriminately target them for gathering on street corners and shopping malls, etc.
How many children have got in touch with you then?
We have quite a large number, and we also have worked very closely with young people in Corby who've actually been exposing this issue in their own locality.
Roughly how many complaints have you had?
We have a large number of children from across the country. The point is that children are telling us that it's indiscriminate. This device, which emits a very high-pitched, loud, irritating noise, can be heard by any young ear. So that's babies, toddlers, children, as well as young people, whether or not they're causing difficulties. And the really important point is this is not addressing the root cause of why children and young people are gathering in these places.
Are there not some circumstances under which they might offer some service, though? I mean, switching them on at particular times in particular areas. If this was a more regulated thing, then surely it might have some value.
I can understand why shopkeepers and localities see this as a very attractive quick fix, but it's not. It's dispersing kids to other places where actually they may be less safe. Kids who are gathering, who are not causing any problem, gather there because it's light, because it's warm, and they feel safe there. But when you ask the kids, as I do a great deal across the country, why do you gather on street corners and shopping malls, etc., they say, Al, we have nowhere to go, nothing to do, adults don't like us, and adults won't work with us. And I see this Mosquito as a powerful symptom of a serious malaise in our society, of the increasing intolerance between the young and the old.
But it's just not true, is it, anymore, that kids have nowhere to go? I mean, there are places to go, and things have changed massively over the last 10 years or so. It's just a question of seeking out those places and deciding you want to go there.
There are some places where fantastic things are being done. Sefton, Liverpool, Mexborough in Yorkshire and Corby and elsewhere. But all too frequently, as I listen to children, even in very rich cities, they tell me the same thing. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, and nobody wants to work with us. So it's a real problem.
Sir Aynsley-Green.